What's going on, YouTube gang? It's Melo DFS coming to you live and direct, here to give you my favorite plays for today. Y'all, we got a 10-game main slate. Today is the 31st of March. Hope everybody's having a great Wednesday. Feel free to like the video, please subscribe to the channel, press that bell icon to always stay notified for new videos. Let's get right into it, y'all. Go with my first play. Let's go to our point guard spot. If I were to pay up, I'm going back to the well with James Harden. Now he's 10,900 on DraftKings, but get him for FanDuel, you're talking about 11,500. This guy's been on a roll lately. In the past two games, averaged around 77.5 fantasy points in the past two games. Now he had that 78 fantasy point game last game against Minnesota, and he had Kyrie on the team as well, so he didn't have to have him out to get those type of scores. So good spot for Harden. He's going against his former team where he had that 72 fantasy point game last go around, where he was 10 for 15 from the field, 10 rebounds, 14 assists in that game. Great play for him, as Houston do allow 37.3 fantasy points to the starting point guard spot. And we also got to keep in tabs with Wall if he's going to be questionable, because it's not going to be as competitive, you know. But one thing about Harden, he likes to stay in games even if it is a blowout. So overall, but on DraftKings at 10,000, he could give you an easy 55 plus here for today. Now if you want to go for a saving spot, now if you like saving Lee, all right, going against Portland. Now he's 4,300 on DraftKings. He is 51 on FanDuel, but overall it's a good spot for him. We have news that Ellington is doubtful. We have Dennis Smith Jr. that's out, McGrutter's out, so he's in a good spot once again. He had 29 fantasy point average in the past two games. Going against Portland, where they do allow average 42.3 fantasy points per game to the starting point guard spot, it's something to look at. You know, he had a 33 fantasy point game against Toronto last game. He's averaging around 12 points. 29.5 fantasy points in the past 5 games, averaging around 1.2 fantasy points per minute on the court. So saving Lee, great play to consider for today for value. So like that play. Now let's go to our next spot, going to our shooting guards. Do like Jaime Diallo. All right, he is 4,600 on DraftKings. He is 5,800. He had 27 minutes, 43 fantasy point game, and it was crazy because Josh Jackson did not get the time on the court last game from the coach's decision, but he had 43 fantasy points in 27 minutes, 6 for 10 from the field with 10 rebounds. So to me, it's a great value spot. When you look at Diallo, I think they're gonna look into the younger squad and bring them from the trades, looking for some type of production to be competitive in the league. So I like this play for Diallo at a cheap play at 4,600 on DraftKings. If you want to also look into another spot here, Joe Ingles, you know, going against Memphis. You know, he's 5,600 on DraftKings, 55 on FanDuel. Going against Memphis, he does real good against Memphis. As you can see, in the last 4 games, 30, 32, 40, 37 in the last 4 games. So he's averaging around 34.5 fantasy points in the past 4 games against Memphis. Something to consider with Joe Ingles, knowing that Mitchell is out, so it gives him usage elsewhere on the court. He's averaging around 35.1 fantasy points in up-paced games. This is a 2.1 pace differential in this spot here for Utah. As you can see, 98.5 to Memphis 100.6 in pace. So Joe Ingles, great play, as he averaged around 20 points a game in the past 5 games, averaging 35.8 fantasy points a game. So Joe Ingles, great play to consider without Donovan Mitchell for today. Another spot here, Jordan Clarkson is 55 on DraftKings, but he's a cheaper spot on FanDuel at only 5K, knowing that he does get the usage, y'all. In the past 5 games, he's averaging around 33.5% usage on the court. He's averaging around 14 points, 15.8 field goal attempts a game, around 23.5 fantasy points a game. So as you can see, this guy likes to shoot. So it's a good spot for Jordan Clarkson without Mitchell in play. He did have a 40-plus game last go around. We had a 45 fantasy point game last go around with 29 minutes. He was 11 for 21 from the field, 6 rebounds and 28 points that game. So Jordan Clarkson to me is a great play. Will be chalky, but great spot, especially at 5K. You only need that 25 spot for value, so I think he could definitely hit value here for today. All right, let's go to our next play. Let's go to our small forwards. We did talk about Joe Ingles. He's a small forward eligible. We have Diallo, that's also small forward eligible. Another play I do like here will be Pokusevski. All right, now going against Toronto, he's only 5,100 on DraftKings, 53 on FanDuel. This guy has been getting the minutes, as you can see, 33, 31, 32 minutes in the last 3 games. He did have that 32 fantasy point game last go around, averaging around 28.2 fantasy points a game in the past 5, 12.8 points a game with 11 field goal attempts a game, around 30.3 fantasy points in up-paced games, and He's averaging around 1.2 pace. This is a 1.2 pace differential for OKC. So looking to this spot here, I think Postkowski is in a good spot as Toronto do allow average 29.5 fantasy points, small forward position. I think that the coach is going to be looking at the younger players, seeing what type of production he can get from them. So he has been doing well. As you can see, he's getting the minutes. He had 27, 36, 24, 20, 32. So hopefully give that 30 mark here for value. Small forward / power forward eligible with Postkowski in this play for today. Going to power forwards. If I would pay up, I do like Pascal Siakam. All right, going against OKC, like I said, a young team that doesn't have Bazley, Dort's out, Moses Brown in play. Siakam should definitely dominate the front court. 7,700 was too cheap on DraftKings. Love this play, even FanDuel, because I see him giving you that 45 plus here today. He did have a 37, 38, 64 in the last 3 against OKC, but Siakam's in a good spot as he's averaging around 22 points a game, 8.6 rebounds, around 42.9 fantasy points per game in the past 5 games. And like I said, OKC do allow average 44.3 fantasy points in the past 5 games to the starting center spot, allowing 11 rebounds a game, y'all. So Siakam to me is a great spot, knowing that he definitely has been picking up usage with the recent trade. So I like this play for Siakam at power forward. Another spot I do want to consider here, power forward / center eligible, will be Richaun Holmes. He's 7,500 on DraftKings, 8K on FanDuel. So you want to pivot down. I think Holmes is also a good spot here. He dominated the San Antonio Spurs last go around. We had 52 fantasy points last game. He's playing at San Antonio once again. It's a good spot for Holmes as you know, he's been on a roller coaster trend, and he's playing the same type of team. He's going to be dominant in the front court. Even with Whiteside that's questionable today, I really still feel like he's going to be in a good spot. He had 52 fantasy points, 8 for 11 from the field, 12 rebounds, 3 blocks in that game. And also, San Antonio do allow an average 33.3 fantasy points to the starting center spot and allow an average 9.4 rebounds a game. So Richaun Holmes, to me, also a great play to consider. Both guys, Siakam and Holmes, great plays for today. All right, let's go to our next and last spot, going to our centers. And now center plays, I mean, you don't have to pay up, in my opinion, for today. I mean, you have Nikola Vucevic, he's 9,100. We have to look in tabs if Levine's going to play. Levine and also Kobe White is questionable. We also have Temple that's doubtful today, but if Levine's out, could definitely help him out here. He had it at 38, 42 in the last 2 games playing with Chicago, so shows that he's being dominant like he always is. And he had at 57, 34, 44 in the last 3 games against Phoenix, so he shows that he has value here. But I definitely want to pay down. Like I said, you could go Siakam, you could go Holmes, but in other guys in particular, I could go to Jacob Portal. You know, I love this play against Sacramento again. He had 40 fantasy points last go around against Sacramento. He had 40, 39 in the last 2 games, y'all. Want to go back to the well here. I think it'd be low owned. He had that 40 fantasy point game against Sacramento last game, averaging 10 rebounds, 3 blocks in both of those games. And Sacramento do allow an average 34.7 fantasy points when they're underdogs to the position. So I like this play for Portal to be a low-owned center play for today, because a lot of people is going to be looking at Andre Drummond, 5,200 on FanDuel. To me, that's real cheap, and he's going against Milwaukee, and Milwaukee is one of those teams where you could do damage. You know, Milwaukee do allow average 32.9 fantasy points, went away to the position, and in the past 20 games, Andre Drummond has averaged 17 points, 13 rebounds a game, around 41.2 fantasy points a game, but that's when he gets the minutes. So we got to see if he's going to be restricted minutes for today, which is more likely. He might get that 20 minutes. So I definitely think it's a play on FanDuel, but DraftKings, they priced them up at 7,800. So these are my favorite spots for today, y'all. Like the plays, give a thumbs up. Any questions or comment below using Draft Dashboard tools and link in my description. It's only $1 up to 30 days. Once you sign up, get access to the NBA cheat sheet, your sleepers, your studs. Click on the watch players. You get access to my player pool up top for watch Mel's DFS picks for either DraftKings or FanDuel. So I love y'all, man. Y'all collect that bag. It's Melo DFS, and y'all stay blessed. And I see y'all in the next video.